So this exercise is demonstrating a 90-90 hip lift, and what we're looking at here is a couple things. One is we're trying to dissociate hip extension from lumbar extension, and then for breath control we're looking to separate out a relaxed exhale from a pressurized exhale. So in this case, in order to really maximize the dissociation between hip extension and lumbar extension, we really want a relaxed exhale so that Mike can get deeper into his hollow here. So if he braces and he pressurizes his exhale, he's basically going to stop his movement into a posterior pelvic tilt, which is going to limit the amount of hip extension he can get, and there'll be a less dissociation between hip extension and lumbar extension. So the first thing I want Mike to do is just going to inhale into my hand here, fill his belly, and then on the exhale, I just want Mike to lift his tailbone and sacrum up into a little pelvic tilt. Just hang out there. All right, so now there's some space. I can put my hand right there. His lower back stays nice and fixed, and it's helpful to just have the knees stay inward, okay, because they're going to want to go out. And then what you're going to do is inhale, you keep the position, exhale, just soften the belly. So if you're doing this by yourself, you would just have your hands on your own belly and you just feel everything stays soft here. Nothing changes here. This stays elevated. So the work is happening in the hamstrings, in the back of the legs, the hip extenders, and it's not happening in the abdominals there. All right, if his back stays on the ground, he's not arching his back, he's not extending his back. So the lift that he gets at the sacrum and the tailbone, that posterior tilt, is just all hip extension. All right, so doing about 5 breaths here, really just being able to get a sense that this doesn't have to move and he can just breathe in a nice relaxed fashion and feel those hamstrings working. You feel them working? So he's doing it. This is a good assessment of breath control.